Hi guys, I'm back and I wanted to create a video that I myself always look for still, and I don't think there's a huge amount of these kind of videos, so I decided I would contribute. And for those who are looking for Daniel Smith watercolors or are doing their research and wanting to start a collection or try them out, I thought that this is a video that I was looking for, and I really didn't find many videos out there swatching or showing their collection. If they did show them, they were in the big tubes, and I don't know, I just wanted a video like the one I'm about to show you guys and make for you. So first of all, Daniel Smith watercolors, they only come in two sizes in tubes, and from what I know of. And with that, they're amazing watercolors, that's why so many people want them, but they do not sell half pans, and those tubes are very expensive, especially when you want to try a collection, or if you just want to try a certain color, or you just want your own palette like I have here, but I didn't want to spend like hundreds of dollars on 20 tubes. So with that, there is an Etsy seller called Kat, I believe, or her Etsy is Kat's Corner, and she sells half pans of Daniel Smith watercolors and sells them for an affordable price. I hadn't found anyone that was swatching their half pans or showing me their hauls if they did get from Kat's Corner. The only people that I did find, Allie Brown introduced me. She pretty much introduced me to most of the things that I have right now, but she made a great video swatching her favorite Daniel Smith watercolors, so you can check that out. And then also Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink, here on YouTube as well, and she has a video that also kind of shows swatching and the colors that are her favorite in her collection. So those are the only two main videos that I saw that were kind of showing me exactly, here's the color I have, here's the half pan, and here's where you can get it. And so I thought I'd make one for you guys. I use in this palette, these are all Daniel Smiths, but I also use a handful of Jane Davenport watercolors, and that work just as great. And I'll kind of show you and give you maybe a little bit of comparison of that later. So right here I have a card full of the colors that I do have, and I hope my collection will grow. But this is what I have for now, and I researched and looked up so much pictures, images, swatches, videos, as much as I can to find colors that I don't have in my collection that are very unique, that pool a certain way, that granulate a certain way, and I really did like dig deep to find colors that I was like, wow, I don't have that, wow, I need that. So I'm going to show you and swatch with you all of them. I love definitely the new ones I haven't played around with as much, but I will show you all of them. Okay, I'm going to swatch this going from greens to blues to like pinks, purples, and then neutrals. I love like teals and turquoises. That's why my collection has so many of them. So starting off with one of my favorites. I mean, I'm going to say this the whole time, but this is Serpentine Genuine, I believe. And I'm going to try to give you at least a good idea of the color. So this granulates, and when it dries, it has like orange specks or like red specks, and that's the genuine stone in there doing its magic. I like to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like, very dark. That's Serpentine Genuine. We're gonna go with a Moissanite Genuine. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Do you see that? That's a Moissanite. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. If I butcher these names, you guys, don't come for me. Oh my gosh. Green gold. This is so pretty. Do you guys see that? Phthalo Turquoise, also one of my favorites. It's similar to a Moissanite Genuine, but definitely deeper. It has more of a blue hue to it. Like, do you see that? Manganese blue hue. This is such a pretty blue. Like, it's not really a baby blue, but it's a really pretty blue. I really like that. Prussian blue is darker. Do you see that? Much darker. Those are really pretty blues. I really like those. And I got those because of the difference in them, but they were both, like, to me, like, essential blues. Like, you have that lighter, pretty sky, almost blue, and then that deeper color. It's gorgeous. It's really pretty. Okay, next, Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. Oh my god, I saw this every time I saw it swatched. I, like, died. And it is definitely different when I swatch it, or when in person, the way it looks on a swatch, I guess. Lavender. So pretty. Do you see that? Oh. Lavender. That's about as dark as it gets. Serpentine Genuine, Moissanite Genuine, Green Gold, Phthalo Turquoise, Manganese Blue hue, Prussian Blue, Sleeping Beauty Turquoise Genuine, Lavender. Then we're gonna go in with Wisteria. This is Wisteria. And that's like a, not bubble gum. I don't want to say bubble gum, but it's purplish pink. This next one is so beautiful. I die. This is Rose of Ultramarine. Oh my god. Do you guys see that? I like to put a little more water down. Look at this. And it granulates. When it dries down, it separates almost, and you can see pink, blue. I'll show you my dried down my dried down watercolor paper and see what I mean. Oh my gosh, that is, like, I think that's one of my favorites. That is definitely one of my favorites. That's Rose of Ultramarine. Bordeaux. Oh, I don't know if they look similar on camera, but they are definitely different, and I love them both. This one's more of like bam. That is like rose red, not rose red, but yeah, it's more, has that red hues. This has more purple hues. Opera Pink. This is so bright. This is such a bright pink, and I do use this a lot. I don't even know if the camera does it justice. There we go. Super pink. That's Opera Pink. Naphthalide Maroon, which you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, that looks so similar to Bordeaux. It is very different. It really is different. It has more of, like, I'm getting up here. You can tell more brown hue. That's more of that, you know, pink hue. I don't know if you can tell. Quinacridone Coral. Love Quinacridone Coral. Definitely. It's very similar to a color in the Brights Jane Davenport palette. The trouble is I don't remember the Jane Davenport names because they are just on like a little card and I threw those away. But the neutral hues, and I have, let's go with Burnt Sienna. That's pretty. Burnt Sienna. I love that. Raw umber. That is like brown. It really does look like a tree. I had to tell myself you can't just get really pretty. Like, these are all gorgeous colors, but like, you can't marinate. You really cannot just get like the bright colors. Quinacridone Deep Gold. A lot of people have quinacridone gold. This is deep gold. I had my first order with Cat's Corner. I had a swatch card that had this color in it, and I like was obsessed. And yes, I will eventually get quinacridone gold, the original, the OG, but as soon as I saw the swatch card with the quinacridone Deep Gold, I was like, oh my god. Because it has specks of red, like this deep orange, deep gold, and when it dries too, you see a lot of those like orange puddles and pools, which I love. Next, New Gamboge, which is a lot more yellow than I expected. Like, in videos, for some reason I thought it was like, I don't know why. I don't know. But it's really pretty, and I really like it. That is New Gamboge. Next, these two probably should have been swatched near the purples and blues, but I'll just kind of, we'll go right here. Uh-oh. Don't pay attention to that swatch as much because it has some of that New Gamboge, but this is Payne's Blue Gray. Very dark. Similar to indigo. I don't have indigo because I have a Jane Davenport color that is very similar to indigo. I'll show you that. This color is very similar. It might not, but it just reminded me of indigo. Is this it? It might be a little bit more blue than indigo. But this is the color I have that is really dark. And in my eyes, indigo is similar to this. Payne's Blue Gray definitely has more, it is more of like a blue gray, especially when you water it down. Of course, the famous, the notorious Moon Glow. So pretty. Can't even explain this color. It's like a purple gray, and I love the way it dries down. It is just so pretty. So those are all my colors, and I'll show you what they look like dried, because they really do. As you can see, look at that Rose of Ultramarine. That started drying down, and you can see what I was saying, that it kind of separates, which I love. A lot of these, they separate or they granulate differently, and I really love that about them. My actual swatch card that I keep for myself, do you see that Rose of Ultramarine? That's what I'm talking about. Or Quin Deep Gold, or Serpentine Genuine right here. It separates and granulates to like that. If it's a genuine, you'll see like that granulation of that stone that really is in there. Wisteria granulated, really pretty Prussian blue. I mean, it also depends on how you swatch them down, if you give them a little room to do that. I like to put more water down in certain areas so I can watch it, but these are all of my colors and my collection of my Daniel Smiths. I love them so much. This is my Nanami notebook, and if you want to prep a page, oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Like, oh my god, these watercolors on Tomoe River paper are to die for. Like, do you see how it pools? I'm just swatching. So I swatched, oh yeah, do you see that? Tomoe River paper pools beautifully with the Daniel Smith watercolors, and it's just my favorite paper to watercolor on personally. I watercolor on it more than I use watercolor paper. That is kind of an idea of what it looks like on Tomoe River paper. It's my favorite. So, and I just put them in with little magnets, so you can get them on Amazon. I couldn't find them in any local art store personally, I have to rearrange all of these. Guys, so all in all, I just wanted to share with you my Daniel Smith collection, my watercolors. My tin looks like this. This is with all of my Jane Davenport ones that are my favorite. I have probably like 5 or 6 in there, and the rest are my Daniel Smiths. And just a final look, if you're looking for colors, these are the ones I have. Again, I'm growing my collection, and I know I'll eventually find probably some that I use more than others that I'll buy the actual tubes for, but until then I really do love, and I recommend going to Cat's Corner to kind of invest in some like a palette basically. And there are, like I said, bundles of palettes that are pre-made that you can buy that Little Raven Ink herself has on Cat's Corner's page. Or you can do what I did and look at these swatches, look at their videos, and kind of pick individually your favorite ones for your collection. When you invest in quality watercolors, you do see the difference, at least with this brand. So if you got anything from this, I really hope you found some pretty colors that you want to try out, and I hope you guys have a great day.